Good afternoon. Good. And happy Saturday. I hope everyone's well. I'm all excited. I got my World of Warcraft 30 shirt on. I'm going to Warcraft 30 in a few hours in Boston. So I have all that. But before that, I get to chill out and kill time by, well, hanging out with all you. At least those of you who drop in when it's a live show. So I love those of you who don't too. I'm just sort of sad because I don't get to interact, but that is quite all right. I appreciate, believe me, that somebody actually watches this stream. But yeah, it's a nice afternoon, couple hours of chilling out. This is going to be show and tell today, because there will be no streams for the next 2 Saturdays. I will be at Huzzah. So anybody who likes historical gaming, go to Huzzah. It's up in Portland, Maine, at the DoubleTree. And then the following week, I'll be at Darkness Emergent in LA, which is a Vampire the Masquerade LARP run by By Night Studios, who are the ones who create the rules. For the official, was it 5e? Vampire the Masquerade game. Oh my god, I'm so excited. So, but we're going to go back to some Cathy painting. This is the Cathy Wapple Tribute Mini from Dark Sword Minis, because it's got the little guy and it's in metal. So the little guy will be painted after I finish. Hello, Jiro. Will be after I finish painting her. Last time out, I did a lot of work on the hair. And I now want to go to where I'm brightening it. Needs highlights. It looks pretty good, but it needs highlights. So I'm thinking the light on her is probably coming more for the back, because I'm going darkness in front of her. This is a diorama. It's supposed to tell a story. So, but I want it still a bit overhead. I'm thinking this through. That's all, guys. I love this model so much. Okay, so I want lighter colors. I'm tempted to put fluorescent on her hair because it's such a bright in the magenta parts. Oh. My Pro Acryls I carry with me everywhere. But I also carry my Reaper paints everywhere too. One's in a box, one's in my bag. Now, first thing I'm going to do is find my paint. I don't know. I might have a purple fluorescent too. Something tells me somewhere she'd appreciate this, actually. She was such a bright personality. I don't want to kind of capture that. Okay. Come on. What happens when your whole entire paint collection of a certain brand is in a pocket? Finding anything is hard. I found, naturally, you know what it is? I'm going to take stuff out. Stick it kind of in my lap. It will be the last things I find, right? Because I pulled everything else up and I cannot find. I didn't drop anything. I found orange. I found green. Where is purple? Jesus Christ. This sucks. And there it goes on the floor, because I knew that was going to happen. I don't have, well, I don't need blue. Where is my friggin', it's the one I'm sure I've got my finger on right now. Which, of course, is at the friggin' very bottom. Nope. Where the fuck is my purple? Nope, I still haven't found them all. Well, I found the pink, but I do have a purple. What I say, it's always the last thing you need. Always the last thing to grab is the last thing you need. Of course, there are things in here I don't need. And I dropped one. I'd like to paint sometime today. Where is my purple paint? Anybody know where I put it? It's not in here. The pink was still like the last thing I found, and I definitely want to use it. Actually, the purple may be too bright. It is a blessing. But I'm a little flummoxed on where that purple is, because I know I have fluorescent purple. And I don't see it sitting on my desk. And it should be in this front bucket. And it's not in the one. Nope, I feel super glue, but I do not feel pink. All right, well, because I also took out fluorescent yellow, but that's okay. I don't think I really need the purple, come to think of it. I want to keep it kind of muted. The picture actually has, it's a very blue purple. So I'm kind of sticking to more or less the picture. The magenta is definitely pink. The magenta is definitely bright. So I'm going to add a little of this. As I said, somewhere I think she'd dig it. And I've got magenta fluorescent all over my hands. Ugh, what a day. Okay. I'm trying to think of where I would have put it. Also, is this thing on? Is Codbot gone to sleep? It is really cool. All right, so as I said, I'm thinking about putting my light towards the back side of her head. So I definitely want to get it over here. Also, this weekend is PAX East, which is in Boston. Which is why Blizzard's here. So they decided to do their 30th. Oh, that pops so nicely. That's why they decided to do their 30th thing here, because it's PAX East. Maybe that's where everybody is today. Everyone's watching that and not going to be here. I'm sure that's where Smart Goblin is. Why am I not getting anything? Is Codbot asleep? Nope, it's awake. Well, if nobody's here then, everybody's at PAX East, then maybe I'll forego show and tell and we'll do it when I get back. This is adding a little bit more. I really like this. Hey, there's somebody. Hi, Jotun. You're not at PAX East. And then again, you're across the ocean. I know Baldy's not. That's right. We've got no Baldy to raid into today again. Jeez, man, these people who take all this time off. All these slackers. Maybe I should do electric Cathy. And add some fluorescent paints into some of the other elements. Like maybe the sun. That would be really cool. I really dig that. Alright, I need to do something. I want to do something with that purple though. And I wanted to keep it a fairly blue purple. I know what. Maybe I'll take some Kraken ink and just add some white to it. Oh, pure white was another one I couldn't follow. Hey, Sirenus, what's up? So, it's not, I haven't cleaned it off yet. I got a lot of this stuff off, but you know what? I'm going to take off the supports. I want to show this off. You guys can have the sneak peek of my project for a Darkness Emergent that will not be streamed. Once I clean off the extra supports here. There's going to be, oh, let's take off the one off her boob. My boob. I just pulled these off. I'm just trying to get the ones around her face. Unfortunately, I think I err on the side of too many. Okay. Also probably should be using, alright, that's good enough. But, I mean, it did a nice job printing it. So that's me, and this is my beast. I made made the beast bigger. She's painting this, I'm calling this self-portrait, and trying to find a little picture frame to put around it to make it more obvious that it's a painting. A two-letter word that oh my god, I fucking so can't see. Defines above and is opposite of down. Yeah, up! What's up? That is indeed what up is. Come on, I always just say the ceiling of the chandeliers or the lights or whatnot. Up here would be just the ceiling. I've got a clock that's up. And some posters. Alright, so I was going to take, because I want to leave this as very, very neutral. Actually, I bet Phillium Mauve actually would work. Might work better than this. It's a very desaturated purple. Also, let me know what you're all up to in the comments. Well, it can be whatever, but if you have anything exciting, or most specifically, if you have any hobby things you're doing while you're listening to me.
Boink.
Boink? What are we boinking? Hey, Shanur, what's up? Cleaning and then painting the custodes. Yay! You know, I thought about something. Now, thank you for that birthday present that I will get hopefully next week. But I thought about something. If I paint it to Pride colors, I can't put it in the Golden Demon. It'll never get accepted. So I want to at least keep it to somewhat lore. As cool as that'd be. So I'm trying to pick something aside, but I'm also trying to pick something that's not going to take a super long time because of all this painting I need to do for Reaper. It's just maybe a little too dark. But I think it's a starting place. And then I may add some white to this. I'm going to go in with some of that color. This is where the shadows will be. I may spend an entire another session on her here. This is it. This is competition level, so I want it to be really friggin' good. Which means doing things like painting more than a couple of colors. Is the bot... Yeah. I don't know. Well, I see the chat's coming up. Oh, wait a minute. Something that does seem to happen is it puts the @ in the bot, and I think it confuses it. Wow, maybe it's not working. Hold on. I mean, it says it's on. I'm getting... Why are my commands not working? Yeah. It is working. It's just not working. Well, that... Let's try this. Well, my apologies to everybody I would like to shout out. Because the bot is being bad. So, Shiny Mew Paints. Yeah, so, here's the thing. If you see someone in here that streams, or heck, just follow everybody. Be safe. All you have to do, really, is just left-click on their name, and you get a little box that comes up. And you can follow. It'll tell them all about it. It'll tell what badges they've got. And there should be a way to follow them. Yes, there is. Okay, so it'll show the badges, and then underneath that say follow, whisper, invite. Don't whisper invite, but follow them. You can. It said it's actually really easy to follow even without the shout out screen. So people follow Cyanus, follow Shiny Me Paints, follow I'll follow the Ball GM. Follow I don't know. I have a lot of people to follow. Let's see. Follow Night. Oh, Night Whisper's going to be raiding here, so we can ask him too if he's having issues on his end with when he gets here. Also, I need to tell him about, give him a little heads up that I saw about our little Warcraft thing. Apparently, they do more tickets than there is capacity, and once it's full, you have to wait until people leave. And it's like, well, I don't want to do that. So I'm going early. I'm going right after stream, which means I'm leaving at 2:30-ish. The other thing I remember about this hair is there was like a white streak through it. So one of these things, I think I might add a couple little white streaks. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to do what I did on the other side and darken this on this side. Focusing on the recesses. Trying to do the whole thing where there's a Night Whisper. Oh, hello, Hero Quest fans to the person portrayed in that mini. Yeah, I hope she's somewhere doing mini painting and wherever we go beyond here. You Cathy Wapple. You can say the name. It's okay. The Cathy. Somebody who I dearly, dearly, dearly miss. So I'm trying to paint this, first of all, as a competition piece, but also I want to do it as a bit of a tribute. Oh my God. How do you not remember Cathy Waffle? I'm kidding. I am the worst person with names. So don't feel bad. I can't even remember half my coworkers' names. So yeah, it's Cathy Wapple. I got to meet Jim. He was just such a wonderful person, and this to me is, I want to paint this with all love in my heart for both of them. And I want this to maybe be the best thing I've ever done. She was such a joy. And I've taken a little time while I've been doing this to talk a little about her, and at least the way I remember her when we said that the worst part was we had plans. That'll never happen. She was supposed to come here for lobster, and obviously that will not happen. My goal someday would be to get Jim to come out here and at least get him to see if I could get one of the cons I'm involved in. I fix my focus because once again the focus looks. I know, by the way, there's a lot of white in this, so I know that kind of throws the camera off. Also, my vision is just. It gets worse the older I get, and I really friggin' hate it. Actually, it's not bad. I'll take that back. It's because my vision is awful. I'm not going to screw with it. So, hello, A Night Whisper. Thank you for the raid. What's up? I cannot do shoutouts because the bot is being bad, even though the bot is working. Oh, wait. It did work. Yeah, she's paying for Asgard, heaven, or whatever you want to call it. I honestly believe we all believe it's. We all call different things, but we all believe in this. We all believe ultimately in the same being. We just call it different names. Hello, old people. Only here a short time. Old people? Who are you calling old? Me? Because I went up another year this week? You're racing. Racing what? Video game racing? I hope you're not in a car racing. Or road... Well, I guess you could road race. If I'm in your ear. So, Night Whisper, I have some new... You know what? There's a reason why they keep telling you to show up early to this event, by the way. Because Night Whisper's going to Warcraft 32. Because there's only so much capacity. It's like 1,200 people in the thing. And once they get to 1,200 people, which means they sold more tickets than capacity, or gave away more tickets than capacity. And if you're there, then you're not SOL, but as people leave, then you get in. As long as you get in by 10. So I'm leaving right after stream, and I'm headed, probably have some dinner and try to maybe see if there's a line an hour and a half in advance. And pray that it stops raining. So again, this should be, actually this down here is failing in shadow, so I'm actually going to... So what were you streaming, A Night Whisper? Whoops, that was a little too high. But that's okay. Should show up early, also makes for good PR to show a long way to get in. Oh look, it's a person to ban. Right, you want to do it? Do you want to do it, Shanur? I'll give you the honor of banning, or dropping a ban hammer on somebody. If not, I mean, I can do it. I'll do it. Mostly talking and fixing things. I got to work a bit on the Cloud Giant. So, stop working on her. Okay, now I want to go even lighter. Especially, now we're going to focus going lighter on the back. So let me see if I can lighten up that fluorescent. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take Tiny. I'm calling it Tiny because it's my Reaper 20-aught Sable. I even gave you a warning. I said, I'll let you do it. And it's like, You're just too slow. I'm not that super fast. So, by the way, when I say I want this to be the best thing I've ever painted, to this date, I'm hoping to keep improving. I don't want to find. I never, ever, ever in a million years want to actually find how good my top point. You were distracted. What are you painting? That's what I said. What are you guys working on today? Well, I work on Mrs. Cathy. I think I'm gonna put a bit of highlight right in there. I feel like it just needs a little something even on the front side. Also, I'm going brighter. I'm thinking even the front of going back into the blonde colors and adding a little bit more in there. Your orc bust. Oh, I like the orc bust. That's really cool. Oh, I want this to be bright. It's like it's too much of a transition. It's so weird because I normally paint so that light is shining towards the face, and I'm going to try to stop that. Don't forget today is show and tell. We will have a show and tell today for sure in about an hour. But keep in mind I'm got to leave right at 2:30. So get your stuff in. Okay, making a little bit lighter color. Now, where do I want to put? I said I want to put a white streak. I think I'm going to put one right here. So I'm going to start with this really light purple color. We don't want to start with white. And I'm going to put one on the other side. Where do I want to put one on the other side? Let's say just have the one. Or I put a couple in on the other side. I don't know if I snagged this one next to it. But I'm sort of going to go back and darken things up. Around it. I need to bring it up a little more. That's it, it's just a start point. Yeah, I want to do at least one more. Let's see, where do I want to put it? Right here. Oh no, I think I caught it by mistake. That's okay. I'm going to darken this little line here a little bit. And then go back to my super light color here. I'm going to go lighter too. We'll have one, we'll have four. I like balance. I like symmetry. Hey, John the Templar, what's up? What are you up to today? No, I think if I got to hydrate for Pete the Hydrator. A little hydration for him. I get distracted easily. I think it gets worse the older I get. Okay, now I want to brighten those up. Actually, I think foggy gray might be a good one. It's in this. Oh yeah, I'm grabbing. Since I'm in here, I'm going to grab a couple business cards. Hopefully, remember to take with me. Always go prepared. You never know who you might meet. I'm basically instead of bringing a purse or anything, I'm bringing like a convention badge, my badge holder. It's Pokey Tool time. That's it. What do you all want to talk about? By the way, where's Baldy? I don't know. Baldy said he was. Are you on his Discord? You did say he's not. Hold on. Let's see. My phone is plugged in, so. Oh, you did not have to do that. But you're okay. I forget. I'll read what he said. Where's his Discord in this pile of Discords? I have so many Discords. Where is his Discord? Oh, there he is. Right under gel tips. Baldy's announcement. It's a reminder there'll be no stream today. I'm off to paint minis somewhere. So he's done. I canceled today's stream. I had a new painter over to learn painting, left it, but drained my energy. Next week I'll be painting at a friend's house and thus not stream. So that's where he is. He is still painting though. So that's exciting. He's off painting somewhere else. How dare he, right? Thank you for the bits. Guys, you guys are amazing. Bits, subs, whatnot. I'll do my usual. There you go. There's a little applause for you. You know, it does look a little weird to have it end right at the pink, so I'm gonna... I'm gonna take a little purple, a little lighter purple. Darken that up just to here right there. This one, I really want to think about stuff like this. How rude. We are going to give Baldy crap next week, or not next week. I won't be around next week. Because I'll be off painting somewhere else. But I'll be at a con. Too much. Now, on the little white streaks, I'm going to white. did I do? I did this one. Hmm. Like it's not brightening up this one right here like I'd want it to. Okay, there we go. Oh. I just realized I think there's a hair that comes. It still looks like it. Hmm. This makes it tricky. Alright, to make it look like it's sticking out, really kind of need a little bit of a shadow. Right there. Oh my god, this is so nerve wracking. Why am I doing fancy shit? I don't know, I don't like it. I'm gonna just go over it and make that whole thing a streak of hair. Problem is, like, I only have a limited handles, so I'm like changing them around. So now my things don't stick on there so well. Where these are so finicky, there is a lot of back and forth on this. Trying to just get this little piece there to something I want. But it's like, I need like a hair on my brushes. As small as this brush is, still a little bit too thick. For some of these spots I'm trying to get paint into. Okay, there's that layer. The land of the 10,000 layers. I'm gonna look at this, see if I think I'm gonna glaze a little bit of the fluorescent on there. Because I don't want this side. I don't want this side to be quite as bright as the back. Which is where the light is. She's facing darkness. Land of the 10,000 layers, or how to not get crazy while painting minis. I don't know. I think that's when you are getting crazy painting minis. Is that the game of... That's going to be the name, rather, of my memoir. The Land of 10,000 Minis. Layers. Whatever. The land... Well, actually, my memoir would be The Land of 10,000 Minis. I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with this hair. What have we got? Oh, thank you so much for following Dream Whispers. How are you today? What is it that you do? You paint minis? Are you a hobby nerd? Thank you so much for the follow. Dream Whispers. I love that name. This is so messing with my head. What are these layers you see? Yeah, you know. I know you blend, but I still think, I don't know. I don't know anything about oils, but you still are putting dark to light on there. Even if you're not putting on layers like that, you're still going to put dark to light and blend it all together. Okay. I was afraid to put white on this. Oh, I just heard that. What did you? You just gifted Dream Whispers a sub. Well, that was really freaking nice of you. I mean, to me, if you're only using one color, then you're not putting, then okay. So yes, now I'm adding some bright white to all this. No, I do feel like now, as a Night Whisperers discovered, that oftentimes, even though I was told I should go to white on hair highlights, but because it's shiny. So Dream Whispers, so there you are. If you feel like telling us a little bit about yourself, if you paint minis, let us know. Let us know what you're working on. I'd love to know. In about 20 minutes, we're going to go to our little show and tell. If you want to participate, just drop a link of something that you've worked on or are done. And I also have a Discord. This is too bright. I mean, so it's in spite of fact, but I feel like on this magenta, I think white would look really nice on it. And no, lurking is perfectly acceptable here, as is watching later. I mean, like, what choice do I have? But I want you to know, if you don't chat, that's quite alright. But I'm here if you want to chat. About anything, actually. I don't want to put any in the front. Okay. This is so messing with me. The whole, I want to be at the front darker than the back. And it's totally messing with my head. But I think that looks pretty good. It's got a nice amount of pop to it. One of the things that I really I see a lot of times in painting competitions is the fact there's not enough contrast, I think, in things. Okay, so I hope those look more or less like streaks. Yeah, God. Also, does it have to be technically darker than the back? You can use different colors. Same Apple does this. Film noir to show us light dark. It's actually the same value. But he's got a lighting effect. I know, but I mean, I want her hair to all be more or less the same color. But I said, it's just sort of messing with my head because I'm so used to putting a lot of brights on the front. And she's facing the darkness. Um, so the light will be more. I mean, I'm still okay with a bit of overhead. She's not in the darkness. Maybe I should just. Ow. I like it though. Stuff like. That's said overhead, so maybe it does make sense to actually put a little bit here. Right now, I'm just kind of killing time. I guess I'm trying to figure out what to do next. Because I've got all this non-metal metallic. This should be like a shirt underneath. Oh, I know where else this should be, come to think of it. It's probably totally out of focus, but that's because my focus doesn't change. Now I'm basically looking for things that I want to highlight, have a little more contrast in. So, like, I love the bright pink. I'm really glad I put the fluorescent in. And actually, I'm not sorry I didn't put a fluorescent in the purple. I think actually, I don't want that to be too bright. Work is working. You know what? So it wasn't shout out because you got a shout out there. You did shout out. Who did you shout out? Shouted out. You shouted out Night Whisper. Get getting ready for the night. You better be getting ready for the night. You better be heading in. I said, I'm gonna. I don't know what time we're gonna be there. I was trying to see if I could figure out anything about how early we should be. I don't want to go 6 hours early and stand in the rain. However, it is supposed to stop raining, so I'm basically ready. I just have to grab my jacket, grab the stuff I have downstairs. I have an alliance scarf I'm gonna wear. I'm so excited. So Ian Hazakosis is supposed to be there, and I really, really like him. He is the head developer for World of Warcraft, and oh my god, I always I love just watching his stream, watching when he streams and such, when he's on the stage at BlizzCon. He's got a great voice, and he seems to be so chill and laid back. All right, let's see, I'm gonna go to Google Images and a little idea finding trip. Oh, wait, I know what I was gonna do. I wanted to throw a little bit of blonde back into the front. The other thing I've been doing too is I've been going back to my old photo of the one I already did. I did the Reaper one and I gave it to Jim. Or James Wapple. Jill tip! You're gonna renovate the hobby. How exciting. Ah. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go to the shadow. I think looking at that, the shadow color the blonde shadow. Well, in about 11 minutes, I'm gonna be doing we're gonna do show and tell. That's why I'm not sure what I want to start. Actually, I think I'm going to be happy using both these colors. You always make my day sunny when you pop in, Gel Tip. You really do. I'll see him next week. I will see. Well, you posted stuff. Well, that's always exciting. I'll see Gel Tip next week at Huzzah. It'd be really cool if Night Whisper would show up too, but there we go. I just wanted a little bit of the blonde. To kind of show through there. So she does have a shirt on underneath. Because there's a collar there. Well, I hope you. Well, remember, we are open. We are open Saturday night, so come to the Saturday night paint session, if nothing else. But it'd be nice if you were there all day. Maybe we could drag you into judging there too. That would be evil. The one thing for sure is I'm definitely not going to be stealing from this thing because I don't want white armor. But I'm thinking maybe a teal shirt underneath. All right, what did I do? So I said, I went and experimented, did all sorts of things. So why not use what I learned? Pictures. Picture images. I can see it right up front too. Come on, open. Oh, I think I did that. I think I put her with a green shirt. Oh, I made the collar part of her armor. Well, that wasn't very smart. I like a lot of what I had, so I'm probably going to steal from a lot of what I had. But maybe try to improve on it. Maybe to add a little fluorescent flair to it too. It's fun to look back at what I did before. All right. She liked bleen, which basically was like teal green, blue green. Bleen. What have I got for teal? I have teal. But what do I want to start? Probably. Where is my peacock green? I don't know what I did with it. I really don't know what I did with it. Also, I can peek up on my... Yes, I'm getting up. Emerald green's not bad, but I don't think I have... I could look in my... Oh, do I not have it in here? Peacock green. Oh, are you putting it? Oh, it's right. If I gotta do that, I gotta do that. You're putting an order in on that, on the order of the deceased paints, right? I have peacock green. I have more than one, so I don't really need it. Where the hell is my peacock green? There it is. I think this might not be a bad start to teal. I think I'd like to order. One of my favorite greens was, I think it's reptilian green is out of stock. I'm gonna look and see. I believe I starred that email so I won't forget. Right now I gotta get through. I gotta get through the next 2 weeks. What time is it? Shit, I'm putting this out and I'm not even gonna screw it. You know what? We're starting show and tell. And my thing's being bad, so it's not. Alright, I'm gonna clean some stuff up because right after show and tell, I'm leaving. So I'm going to pick up my... Oh, okay. Not much fell. I just want to put caps on my brushes, and I'm going to stick that one away on my rack. That doesn't sound right. And then let's put that away because I'm done painting. And let me flip the Miss Cathy down. So I got her hair finished today. I'm very happy with that. You know what? I gotta go grab something. I didn't do this at show and tell last week, and maybe I'll make it the first thing this week. I never showed off my finished piece from the Muse and Friends challenge. I'm gonna get pictures of it. I haven't done it yet. Ugh. So I'll put it right there so you can get a top view, sort of. So this was my finished Muse and Friends challenge piece, all sealed up and done, and although it looks like there's grass on there. How did grass get up here, and how did it stick when I'm putting glue there? It is show and tell time, so if you have anything last minute, either drop a link into chat. Why it's being also really hard to grab. Alright, well, I think I got some of it. So this was my Muse and Friends challenge. I think she came out good. It's what I wanted, which was the first. It's basically the harbinger of spring is the way I went. So, with her pink hair going down to green. I love multicolored hair. I think she came out good, and I think you guys did a great job picking a mini. I did not actually vote. I really can't. So that was mine. And then let's go see what we got. I hope everyone else is working on theirs. Let me throw up. Let's start with the Discord. Why did it just do that? I don't want to see about perks. What was the last date we streamed, by the way? The 3rd. Okay. Last show and tell was May 3rd. Okay, we got all those. Hold on. Did we get all those? Yes, we got all those. The Crystal Archers. Okay, so that would be the first one. Oh, wait. I gotta go to work and... Nope, I gotta go to 3D printing first, and I gotta go to display. Okay. Alright, so... Oh! We have a new toy, gears and such. This... Oh, I can't think of their name. I always have to, like, have my phone handy. Because I lose the names when I'm in streamer mode. Yeah, simply make toys. My engineering are a combination of air engine and gear compounding method and 3D printing. I'm sure it works. I don't know if there's a video on this. Yeah, simply make. But it's another really cool thing. They make the coolest stuff. And we did see that drop. All right. Hey, Cyanish, you're slacking. It's a May 3rd. Okay, so from Gel Tip, he did actually put some stuff here. I would say it's a Rakshasa, but the hands are backwards. But it's cool. Looking non-metal metallic wristbands. Very, very early stages. Chance of a current work in progress. What the hell? Oh, cleaning. Wait. It currently in progress was a drink. Oh my god. What the? Rum dumpster pipe dreams. Oh my lord. And then I want to know where this is. Working on his. Oh, she's so pretty. This is his Muse and Friends challenge piece. I love that green. I love that green so much. I can move over so I can see chat. It take a while until I can print again because the printer room is occupied at the moment. Is it cats? Is it cats? Sure, is it cats? Is this why your print room is occupied? Nice! That looks so good, Shinder! Oh my lord, that looks so good. She's getting even more vibrant. I love the colors. Oh my god, I love the colors on this. Let's see, Bacon or Killer Starbucks, Grape Malls, and Plague Marines are fun to paint. Of course, Plague Marines are fun to paint because, like orcs, you can have some freedom with them. That's so nice. I love the purple with that icky, gross green, desaturated green color and the purple shadow. I want to do stuff like this. It's kind of like having the two different colors for contrast. Why am I still having trouble issues seeing? All right, hold on. I'm still having an issue seeing all of... All right, I got it. All right, purple. I love the purple on these guys. Those look amazing. Whoops. I keep forgetting. That's how I can zoom in more now. It's paint. This is Paint and Suffering, which has probably the most interesting name. That's really nice. What are those checks? Oh my god. That's awesome. Checks are a bitch. Look at them. A man and woman who enjoys pain and suffering. Excuse me, I enjoy pain and suffering. Let's see, new project is Dave from Baldy. Does Davy Jones count for Mermaid? Shit! It's Mermaid, and I'm not gonna have time to friggin' do one of my mermaids. I'm gonna have to try. I would say yeah. I don't know if, did I write nautical themed? I think I wrote nautical themed, or did I not on May? That might have been actually September. This looks like it was taken out of the movie. The Disney Pirates movies. That's coming out nice. I mean, I always say that I don't care. If you guys post stuff in the monthly challenges, that'd be cool. More goodness from Bacon Golem. He's got the best name. I mean, Bacon. Who wouldn't want a Bacon Golem? Oh, that one's blurry. Those are all I got. I love the colors on this guy. And let's see. Siren is putting the Triumph of St. Catherine away for now. Time to work on something a little more gold. So these must be the Custodes. Oh, no, that's... Oh, that's the St. Catherine. Yes, here's your Custodes. All gold all the time. I bought a Custodes mini because I really want to do a little diorama with it. It's my favorite though. It's the one where it's running with the sword above their head. Those are nice. Really well done. Hello, Alley Cat. What's up? Alright, so what did you get, Shiny Me Paint? Okay, I'm going to something that's... Alright, there we go. More excitement. A little color on there. Oh, I didn't want to close out. Come on, I just wanted to shrink. Well, that's okay. Of course, I love the red and the green on there. Looks great. Don't you do one at a time? It's Chonk. It's a chonky lady. I'm a chonky lady too. Like all sorts of cool stuff. Oh, that's cool. I'll get back. That's a cool demony looking thing. I kind of want to paint that. So this was the furthest one. It's looking good so far. I said I know it's still fairly early in the stages and there's a lot more finessing that's going to happen. I like the magenta scattered over the thing. That really does help tie the whole thing together. You know what? Green would look good as for skin tone too with this because don't change it. Obviously, I'm not saying change it, but I'm just thinking like with that pink, the green would actually look good with it too. All right, so a little more. Well, the cloud giantess from Rebirth. Stop working on it. It's gonna discourage me. I kid. I'm not gonna work on mine until friggin' after. Maybe I'll do it as a palette cleanser between ReaperCon work and Adepticon work. She's coming out so friggin' good. I love the skin tone for a holy word. I love the skin tone for a cloud giant. I know I want to do a little more daring in my skin tones and such. Cloud giants, I feel like you have some freedom too. Mine will undoubtedly utilize purple. Okay, so this is Shinur. Alright, so this is the latest update in Shinur's bust. Holy crap, it looks so good. I think around the eyes is just so intriguing. The colors you have there. Are you gonna brighten up the hair anymore? I feel like that's the one thing that isn't done on this. Everything else looks really good. The hair looks a little one note. So, funny thing is, the skin tone looks different in different lighting, but they all look decent. Yeah, they do all look decent, Night Whisper. It looks really good, and I'm gonna have a hell of a time. It's gonna be a tough one this year. I'll tell you what, people better vote and come out in droves. So I don't know if that's what you're planning, dark purple hair on her. Alright, so basically you should put some sort of highlight in there, but keep it small. And maybe even go darker, like line in between even darker. Because hair is shiny, it should have a little bit of a sheen somewhere. Hey, you know what? If you don't like this, I mean, maybe the other thing too is I wonder if you were thinking cooler. That's a very warm reddish purple. You could go the other way, like I've got on Cathy, which is the very cool, more blue purple. But honestly, I like this color. Or actually, personally, I like this reddish color. I think I would just, if you want to leave that as your mid-tone, that's actually great. What I think I might do is I would go in, I would line all the recesses with something dark. that works with this. And then you could even add a little bit of a highlight somewhere. You know, just a small highlight, because her hair is probably shiny. Something like that. If you don't like it, then just paint over it. Alley Cat, just in the nick of time with a little work on pro. Oh my god, it's so beautiful! Is this your bar hammer piece? Oh no! Twitch bubble crash, boo! Yes, the darker something is and the shinier something is, the smaller and lighter the highlights go. So Alley Cat. Allie's still here? Okay. So, these are beautiful. Is this your friggin' bar hammer piece? I'm just not gonna do it. That's not true. You know what? If I may not do it, I may have to enter something else. Just because I have so much to do right now. That's really good. And it is like a Warhammer piece. So, a great dog. I love the dog. Let me go to finished. Okay, so this is where we left off. The last tombs of Hikir, effigy wall from Bone 6. I have this. I want to do this. Oh, he did a great job. He did a fantastic job with a little terrain painting. This is where you want to use like your cheats. You want to use a lot of dry brushing and such. And maybe even some washes. But painting stone look, that's the perfect thing to like dry brush stuff on, because you get that texture. And this came out so good. I love it. I know too, for Warhammer when it comes to core vampires. You don't have to pick Warhammer. There's no requisite of what mini company you use. You can do anything. I know Warhammer would suggest maybe you should do Warhammer. I know, right? I'm glad I did. I added Tombs of Hikir. I think during the Pledge Manager, when I did my final Pledge Manager order. Hello, Heavy T. How are you? My boy. We're going through a little show and tell. People understood. So okay, so this was from last Sunday's paint day. He did a little weird boy. He's really good. He does a lot of kit bashing, so he probably actually added parts that weren't part of this. That came out really, as I said, I told him there, it came out really nice. Now, I might see at some point if I can start pushing him to add some highlights. He's got the shadowing down. If you could add a little highlight to it, that'd be cool too. Just on parts of the hands and such, because to me it adds a lot more pop. But I think this came out really nice. It's very clean. Good colors. That makes sense. It has to be put on a base, but the painting of the mini is done. So it does count. I like that. Weird boys are awesome. This is Paint and Suffering, and holy crap, I saw this, I'm like, this is amazing. That is friggin' beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. With the shading in that on the yellow, and it's yellow, guys, it's yellow. The weathering, all the damage, it's friggin' gorgeous. So nice on all the decal work and everything too. Fine, go get ready for tonight. I mean, I'm only on 15 more minutes, and then I'm leaving as soon as Gamer DJ gets here, or I'm leaving if he's here first. I'm not sure who this is. Oh, he said he's going to be later than 2:30. Oh, wait, why did I close that? I just closed it. Oh, I don't want to close it. I'm in finish. I want to make sure I give credit where credit's due. Oh, Great Mouser! Battletech proliferation cycle for Mecha May. Oh, yeah, that's right, Mecha May. I've added a couple of things about my prompts. So there's May the Bust, and then there's Mecha May. So if you want to even throw it in that. These are very, very simple, and I think great for tabletop. If you want to get your army on the table really quick, or a bunch of mechs, this is what you do. Also, look at the lovely little, I assume that's a decal, but it's really nicely applied. It's smooth, and I think I would do a little something with the base to make it stand out make the mini stand out a little more. Also, it looks like it could be a dark photo. But these are great. This is when you said you want to work quick and you want to get them done. That's a good way to do it. Just keep it simple. From Rathmore, Vicic's score is unimpressed by offering a cheese. Better break out the brie. Oh, that is an awesome goat man. Oh my god, that's beautiful. This is one of his best. Like, his work is fantastic. I think this is one of his best works. The glow on all that rune work is so good. This is disturbing. That's the sculpt, not him. That is freaking gorgeous. Put that in the Golden Demons. Actually, it's a rat. It's funny because it looks so goat-like, but you get the tail. It looks like it's a Skaven. And I believe maybe this is for him because he's been working on the Skaven box set. I love all the little rats on the base too. But God, the whole horns, they kind of give it a goat-like feel. But it is definitely Skaven. Alley Cat, I finished something. Yes, you did. You finally finished this. I can't remember what it's called, but I remember these wings. Oh my god, look at those wings. They're so beautiful. I love you guys. I don't think I say it enough. I love you guys. I love the stuff you guys post. All of you. Every single one of you. Just Fate Weaver. Thank you. That's right, it's Fate Weaver. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. It's friggin' eye candy. I actually best, if I wasn't here looking on I have to look at my phone, and I love looking at on here best. Wow, amazing. I can't believe we have so much talent on our thing, like everybody. I believe this must be Kaz Mini, a Drow Mercy from BTB Minis, based off the pic shown. So this is the pic. Oh, Jarlaxle! Of course! Jarlaxle, one of probably the most loved characters outside of Drizzt in all of R.A. Salvatore's works. Jarlaxle is amazing. He is one of my favorite characters. He is so undrow-like. But yeah, he's a guy in that horrible matriarchal system. So I feel like he's a total rebel, and I love him to pieces. This is a great. I need to find this, actually. Maybe paint it myself. That's so good. And then Female Warrior. Didn't put down where it was from. I don't know if this is a Moonlight Minis. It could be, but I'm not positive on that one. But it's lovely. Moonlight Minis has terrific poses like this. I'm sure he printed it. That's so good. Bacon Golem kill teams are complete. I'm very happy how they came out. My first job painting of Space Marine models from start to finish with actual cohesive themes and chapters. It's always the first time for something. Keyboard is finally clean. These are really good. I just have to get to this point. Well, you know what, Cyrus? You've been doing painting. If you keep up on the painting, you will get to this point. But yours are pretty good. I like your custodies, especially the vehicles came out nice. Um, let's also remember, develop your own style. Try to, I try to have a style. I hope people, like, if they see my stuff, they realize it's my stuff. These came out nice. Also, I can tell, I mean, not super, like, there isn't tons of work. This is not a Golden Demon thing, but honestly, he got them done on the table, which gives him a leg up on anything I have. Everyone has done such great work. Those guys are so creepy. Anything with a mouth in your stomach is not right. I'm so happy you get done. Okay, so here we go. This is the thing, the shiny repaints. I'm really glad actually you put up the scale of things because, oh my lord. These guys are tiny. I don't think you really appreciate how tiny they are. No, I keep looking like the bigger ones going, hey, I probably would add a black line around the eye, around the color of the pupil. And I'd probably do eyeliner. And I look at the size they really are going, maybe I wouldn't do any of that. Oh my god, maybe I would just stick to what is going on here. Because the eyes are going to be so friggin' tiny. Oh lord. Yeah, they came out nice. That's crazy small. Whoops. Yep, yeah, okay, that was it. What time is it? It's 2:24. Oh, let me... Did anybody put... Alright, so... I'm gonna just... I added... Okay, so I added Mecha May and May the Bust. What else is there for May? I feel like there's something else. Under the Sea. So, yes, Nightwish... sorry, so Baldy's thing would count. As Davy Jones. I said music because it's also my birthday. My birthday was this week. Music because I picked stuff I liked. Mecha May the Bust, and Purple. I also added in March. I added the March for McCraig. Probably should get rid of the Ides of March because I have no idea. Ides of March would be anything that's stabby. So if you have rogues with daggers or things like that, that would count. Coming up is June is our Pride Month, the sun, because it's, summer, Kai the sun, Kai June. So if you want to paint something huge, yellow green, the pile of potential. So midway year, pick something from your pile of potential to work on. I decided to do it 3 times a year: the beginning, the end, and the middle. And then, of course, I put the pile of potential after the color, but yellow, green, yellow or green works too. So I don't think so. I don't have anything in here for May. That's last year. So if you have May or anything like that, please post. I think that's all we got. Anybody got anything they want to throw into? I did see a drive technique of dry brushing the gold over brown, so I'm going to try to attempt that today. Yeah, or you could even, play with that. You may want to dry brush more than one layer, but yeah, that's I've seen that too, and it's a pretty effective. Especially if you're not putting this in a Golden Demon, you really don't friggin' want to do what I'm doing with the Cathy Wapple model. All right, that's 4 hours or so on just the hair by itself. So don't do that. Do the simpler way. Use all the tricks. Build yourself an army that actually gets on the table. Don't do what I do and go crazy. I may have to go and tweak this in here a little bit because now I'm thinking, maybe that's a little too bright there as it's starting to turn the corner. This is the stuff you have to do when you're competing, is really stare the frick out of everything. And then touch it up. I'm like, I may even want to finesse that. Oh, I've got pink all over my hands. I got crap in my fingernails too. Jesus. I swear to God, guys, I wash my hands like 50,000 times a day, especially when I'm working with my printer. Blades, what's up? I'm out of here in 3 minutes. Where should I raid? I could raid Google. Oh, maybe I'll go raid Google Studios. Or I've got professional casual. What is it? Professional Casual Network. I haven't done Google Studios though, so. You've been busy today? I'm about to go off to Warcraft 30. I'm so excited. Although now my best friend's gonna be late. But I'll be ready to leave when he shows up. So, alright, I'm gonna do a Google Studio. Well, actually, let me take a look. How long has Cool Studio been on? "36 minutes working on a bust." I think we'll do a Google Studio. ReaperCon is in... Who are you talking to? Me or Heavy T? ReaperCon is in August or September. That's Labor Day weekend. Me. No, October would be another anime con, which is, I run a tour paint panel day there, but honestly, I also, my main role there is I'm in charge of vendors and artists. We have just started getting the ball rolling on that. I've got to actually get announcements put up about applications. It's going to be an interesting year, I think. I think tariffs may fuck up a lot of things. ArmorCon is the same weekend, and I am not leaving AAC for ArmorCon. Sorry, that ain't happening. ArmorCon, though, is a more minis heavy con, but they got some issues. They have some help, though. They don't advertise ArmorCon nearly enough. But I talked to some of the events there, and they basically said they did well last year. So I guess there was a good amount of people there last year, and they supported the vendors, which is great. But yeah, there's no way I'm going to ArmorCon over another anime con. I've been there since the beginning, and even then, I'm going to be. And even when I step down from doing arts and vendors, I'm still hoping to be a part of AAC. If ArmorCon wants, they need to get off of AAC weekend. Geltip did, but they want him as a babysitter. They don't want him really to teach classes, is what he said. They want something more like me, but I'm not a babysitter. I do paint and take, but I'm not a babysitter per se. I have had kids though, and I just told their parents either kids have to behave themselves, or because I'm not a babysitter, or you have to stay here with them. But yeah, but ArmorCon would be the more gaming miniature con than AAC. AAC though it's a really good small anime con in Central Mass. I know, someday I want to make a world tour t-shirt. All right. It is now time for me to raid out. I'm glad you dropped by, Blades. By the way, if no one did a shout out, follow Blades. If you don't, follow Night Whisper. If you don't, you can just left click on their names and you can easily follow them right from the panel. The bot has been a little twitchy today, and it hasn't been working totally well. So let's go raid Google Studio. If I type it right, I will hopefully see it tonight. Just keep in mind, they have probably more tickets than they have spots capacity. So, you may end up having to wait if you don't get there stupidly early. Thank you guys for being here. Okay, I know it's right. Okay, so I'll be back on Monday at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern and Wednesday at 12:30 p.m. Wait a minute. Oh my fucking God. Sorry. I'll be Monday at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern and Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And I will not be here the next 2 Saturdays. I'll be at Huzzah next week. So if you're Huzzah up in Portland, Maine at the Doubletree, please come visit. And then, of course, I'll be in LA for Dr. Submergent. Hey, if you're there, come see me. I can't wait for this. I want to thank you guys all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I appreciate everybody who's on my Discord and shares their work. You guys are all amazing. It's amazing the talent I have on there. You're all wonderful. And I just want to say that. So there will be Murder Hobo Inc. tomorrow night on the Murder Hobo Inc. channel on YouTube at 6:30. But all the episodes are up. And I've been putting all these episodes up. I have a Muse's Touch on YouTube. Go subscribe, like, whatever. There's not many people on there. So, but I put up all these episodes. So if you miss one, you can catch it there. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your weekend. And until the next time our paths crosses the tavern, happy painting.